Hi there folks, I'm Gene of RPG and welcome back to more MS Saga A New Dawn. Last time we found out Isengrad's being protected by a barrier that we have to go to all the forts surrounding Isengrad to disable. We also went and found a fair bit of treasure, including a new mobile suit data, some new mobile suit data that we're going to go ahead and make. So we're outside Isengrad's G system and I'll see you guys once we get to the actual maker. Doesn't it look stupid? Well, I'm not a big fan of how the Gundam Sandrock looks, but it is a phenomenal mobile suit. Very much recommend making it, especially for how easy it is to get it. But you guys will see that in a moment, and I'll talk about it in a little more depth here in just a bit, because first I gotta go somewhere where I can actually, you know, do stuff with the stuff and stuff. I know words. See you guys in a bit. Alrighty, folks. So, the Gundam Sandrock, as you can see, first off, it's not upgraded at all, and its stats are actually pretty tremendous for having nothing but its basic stats. It is actually about on par with the Zeta Gundam that we'll be getting eventually. And that's pretty nifty. It's also one of the only mobile suits that has a built-in immunity to a status condition. It is by default immune to overheat, which is pretty darn great. It's modestly fast, but it's gonna run, its speed is gonna fall short before you know it. But all things considered, it's a phenomenal mobile suit. It's a very nice boost in power from what we had, and I decided to put Tristan in it because, well, why not? The Kempfer kind of fizzling out a little bit. Let's go ahead and put I guess the shock absorber for now, and then I believe, where is, not you. Let's put the internal propellant that we got last time on Fritz. Yeah, it cuts Fritz's speed down a little bit more, which, I'm sure it's fine. Although that is one slow Rick Diaz. It'll be fine, though. It's better than having the damage cut. Anyway, I also need to go ahead and put the equipment back on. As you can see, though, the Gundam Sandrock has the same size weapon block as the Gundam Mark II, which is very nice. Very, very nice, in fact. But let's go ahead and re-outfit the Sandrock. We also need to put our other equipment on, don't we? And then, of course, we bought Shining Vulcans for basically everyone. The Shining Vulcan's really important, and I didn't really talk about why last time, because I was trying to hurry to get things done. The Shining Vulcan's such an important or not even an option part, just part in general, because it's a shoulder-mounted gun. Like the large beam cannon that we had until I sold it. It's a shoulder-mounted gun, which most of our mobile suits are not utilizing at the moment, which means basically everybody can equip the Shining Vulcans. Yeah, they're not the strongest thing ever with only 80 attack power, but that's one more gun added for something like Gatling Fire. It also means that Bosley has access to another weapon other than the large double beam gun, which is important for him because that'll give him access to Gatling Body. But let's go ahead and slap these on, everybody. Actually, at this point, I'm probably going to cut because we did buy new stuff and I need to work on all that. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, folks, we're back. So, went ahead and, I guess, optimized our equipment as best I could. I also purchased a light shield here from Diggins Rock because I did not have room for the Gundam 2 shield. And the long beam rifle on Fritz. So, there you go. That's just That's the setup we're going with right now. Basile's the exact same. Everything's pretty much the same. Except we just threw on the long beam rifle onto the Hyakushiki and also onto Fritz. And then I stuck the Hyakushiki rifle onto the Gundam Mark II. And yeah, it's a pretty standard setup. Anyway, with this though, I decided while I was doing that we're gonna do something that I normally wouldn't bother doing, but we're gonna do a little bit, I wouldn't say sequence breaking, but we're gonna go somewhere we're not really supposed to yet. Just for a little bit, so we can get some, so we can get 10 more Bawu data. And then that way we can make a Bawu, and I can actually make it at a point where I'll actually use it. So it'll at least get some time to shine before I just turn it into parts. First though, if we're gonna do that, we need to get a lot of regeneration kits. We're gonna need them. And so I want to go ahead and get those. We have plenty of repair kit DXs and whatnot. I think we're pretty good. We can do it. It's going to be a little difficult though. So that'll be interesting. But the place that we need to go in order to get the 10 Bawu data, because there's something like 80 total Bawu data that you can find throughout chests in the world, but we only have access to a grand total of about 50 right now, which is all we need, because I don't really care to make an enhanced Bawu or anything, because it's just not going to happen. But the other place that we can get Bawu data right this minute happens to be on this part, which I think is Canada. Not that it really matters in this game. We cannot land the Ga anywhere near it, though, so we have to actually land over here. And we're going to be utilizing Invisible as best as we can. We're still going to get into fights, but hopefully this helps reduce the number of battles we get into. Obviously not. But we have enemies that we shouldn't really be seeing yet. We have blue cannons and all repairers. All repairers do exactly what you think they do. They use repair all on everybody. The blue cannons are just really powerful gun cannons. I'm hoping that our purchases and everything are going to be enough to where we can get through a lot of these fights without a lot of trouble. Of course, though, that crit's nice. We'll find out, though. Okay, well, those crits did the job. Obviously, though, we don't do quite enough damage to take out the blue cannons regularly. But that's okay. We're probably going to kill it here. As I mentioned, these are enemies that we're not really supposed to encounter yet. But because we can just fly up here, there's a good chance that if you're exploring, then you're going to encounter them. They're doable. You can take them, but yeah, they're going to be a little rough. Luckily, we're not needing to go too far out of our way to get the Bawu data. Alright, from that fight that we edited out, Fritz learned the technique Regenerate. I think I've already covered what that does, because I think Aeon has it. Tristan learns the boost attack Gatling Punch. You guys remember that from Li Fong? It's a good boost attack. Aeon didn't learn anything. Darn. Although she should be getting close to learning Funnel, actually. I think that's like level 24, 25, something like that. Let's go ahead and use healing on Tremi. I got the crap kicked out of me in that fight, which is gonna happen, unfortunately. We're gonna have Fritz use his repair capabilities because he doesn't have high bomber yet. The blue cannons are doing a good job spamming plasma bombs on me, which is obnoxious. The all repairers have a chance of dropping repair unit SPs, which are amazing. Like, really amazing. Have a chance, or not a chance, but they restore all HP to all allies, so you may want to remember that, because they appear here a lot. We should be getting closer, though, to the entrance that I'm waiting... Well, I say waiting for. That we're looking for, rather. Let's have Bosley do the healing this time. We should be getting close. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're almost there. I will say, if you have smoke bombs, like a lot of them, they're going to be your best friends for this place. Or for this area right now. Alright, but a new enemy, well, technically two new enemies that we're not supposed to really see yet. We have the Masala and Shot Killer number 2. Alright, the Masala is very fast, very range focused, also really dangerous. In fact, we're probably not going to be able to outrun the Masala. Yeah. Likes to use Shock All, as you can see. The Shot Killers are nothing new. They're just stronger renditions of the Shot Killer. You already know their song and dance. I do believe that they like to use Quick Shot, though. I want Fritz to use Double Shot. And, well, why not? Let's go with a Shot Burst still. And then, I guess, Speed Lancer. I really want the Masala to die, but... I don't know. It depends on how much that shocks us. As you can see, even though it's a ranged, focused mobile suit, it does like to counterattack pretty well. Then again, that's partially because we're using mobile suits that are not quite up to snuff for this area. Not quite. Alright. Let's go for a Gatling Fire. Bosley is just in the way at this point. Let's switch to Tristan. Tristan is going to... I guess we're going to Mega Slash with Tristan. I mean, I can't think of a lot else to have him do, and... Oh... Let's get Vargas out here, have him kick out a Snipe Assist. That way he can help Tristan, because I'm doubtful Tristan's going to be able to kill one of the Shot Killers in one hit with a Mega Slash. Although he might. He probably has the best chance out of any of us. Damn it! But there we go. The Masala is down. Thank goodness. Good job, Tristan. Okay. Let's have Aeon hop out, and she's going to use Bit. And then the others are just going to attack, I guess. There's not really a lot else I can have them do. I don't even know if Vargas is going to be able to hurt this thing. But as long as Tristan doesn't miss, this should kill it. Gosh, I swear, these fights. In case you think the Masala is going to become less annoying as we get further in the game. No, not really. The Masalas are always going to be obnoxious, annoying enemies, I'm afraid. But we're almost there. Here we go. We made it to the actual place. Granted, it's still going to be difficult. The enemies in here are also really tough. Fortunately, though, we won't be in the northern entrance of the Lost City for very long. At least we shouldn't be. Invisible's not helping a lot, but it is helping a little, so we're going to keep that up. But here we go, 3 enemies that we normally would not be fighting right now because they're much tougher Gap plants. Gap plants are not enemies to be taken lightly. They, much like the Masala, actually, they're fast. They have really powerful ranged attacks. They have really powerful melee attacks. They use Sonic Boom. They also use double arms. They're dangerous enemies. Luckily, we have Beam Field, which should shut them down for the most part. Let's go for a double shot burst. Hopefully, well, I already know that's not going to kill them, but hopefully it'll whittle them down to where we don't have to worry too much about it. In case you think, gee, the Gap Plant and the Masala look awesome. Hopefully we can make one. No, we're never going to be able to make a Masala or a Gap Plant, which is unfortunate because I actually really love the Gap Plant. Yeah, they're not dead yet. We're going to charge because I'm noticing they're not doing actual attacks at this point. Let's switch Tristan in, and then we're also going to switch Vargas in, I'm thinking. We'll go for a Mega Slash. Actually, let's get Tremi in here. We'll go for a Mega Slash, and we're going to attack with the Heat Naginata. Probably on the same one. Yeah, they can also heal themselves, which is obnoxious. Again, our damage output's a little on the low side for dealing with these enemies, but we should be able to get through it. Alright, they're about to do ranged attacks, but that's okay. Aeon's going to defend. And we're going to prioritize attacking the one on the right. Speed Lancer's not going to do me any good. Let's instead just attack. Ah, good. Alright, I think we are okay to do a Beam Field at this point. Let's... We do not need to have... Tremi switch out because Beam Field is going to protect her from any ranged attacks potentially that it does. Let's go for I guess a leg snipe. Yeah, we'll go for a leg snipe, and we don't have to worry about melee attacks that it'll do because we're using Lightning Lancer. Really hard-hitting enemies, but, well, we're managing somehow. Bosley learns the technique Armor All, which, well, you guys know what that does, right? It puts defense up on the entire team. It's really good. Alright, healing meds we need to utilize. You know what? Let's also start using our repair kits. Because we have a ways to go yet. And let's reset up our characters out here. Alright, now this is where things are going to get a little tricky, because I need to remember which way we have to go to find what we need, because I do not want to be in here any longer than we need to, because it's difficult. And by remember, I meant look it up, because, yeah, I don't remember. We need to go this way. Also, apparently there are people in those buildings. I don't know, I'm just saying, the lights are on. Luckily, there is a save point, so if we die... Well, I mean, there you go. Alright, we need to continue this way. We need to continue this way, fight this fight. which contains blue cannons and shot killer 2s. We've seen these plenty. Or at least I have seen these plenty. I really wish Fritz had high bomber. We're gonna have Fritz defend, and we'll have Bosley defend as well. That way we can do double shot burst. Bit's not gonna do enough damage, one, to kill anything, but also it's gonna spread the damage too much. Them and their damn critical hits and pilot damage and plasma bombs. Fuck these enemies. Ugh, hate this so much. Alright, but we're gonna go for a shot burst. Which is probably not gonna be enough to kill anything. Especially since it's not gonna hurt the shot killer 2s. Somehow we made it through this round. I have no idea. I was fully expecting someone was going to get knocked out here. Oh, good. The blue cannons are dead. Ah, the worst of it's over. All right, let's get Tristan out here. Granted, Aeon's probably going to die. But that's okay. Oh no, it's dumb in attacking Bosley. This should probably kill one of the shot killers. Yeah. Alright, let's get Aeon out of here. Let's have Tremmy hop on out. I don't think even with Speed Lancer she can outrun the shot killer. Because the shot killer's got quick shot. Granted, it's dumb and targeted her and not Bosley, because it could have downed Bosley. I was kind of hoping the damage would have finished it, but oh well. Let's have Vargas hop on out. He can do a boost attack. Right? Right? He's going to use Snipe Assist, though, because Snipe Assist, even though it won't do damage, will stop it from counterattacking. Ugh. I tell you, these fights. Although we've made quite a lot of money coming down here. Goodness. Hopefully, this is worth it. Also, hopefully, folks watching appreciate it, because I don't really recommend doing this. I don't think the Bawoo's that good. But if we're going to ever use one, this would be the point. So, we may as well hunt it down now. That's good enough. But I need my shoot-all characters back up front, otherwise we're not gonna get through the rest of this. But we should... Ah, this is the room we need. So, inside of one of these chests, and here is a restorative drink DX. Very nice. And here's spacecraft data, times 10. That's a key item. It's important for much later in the game. Don't worry about it. And here is our 10 Bawoo data. Woo! We're done here. Let's get out. But with that, we are at 40 Bawoo data. We know where the last 10 are. It's in the underground tunnel, which I'm going to cut to. Because, well... I'm going to cut to us picking it up because, well, we know where it is. And then we're going to go ahead and go make a Bawoo. Alright, folks, we're back. So, in case you've forgotten where the room is to get the 10 Bawoo data that we passed before, in the underground tunnel outside the abandoned village, you hug the wall to the right over here, and that'll take us to a secret room that's surprisingly difficult to find. And it's one of these chests. I think it's this one. Yes, which puts us at 50 Bawu data, which is enough to make a Bawu. Granted, it won't have any enhancements on it, but that doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and get out of here, and I'll see you guys back in the G system so we can go ahead and make said Bawu. What's that? You guys thought the Gundam Sandrock looked stupid? Ah, you guys haven't seen anything yet. The Bawu is much dumber looking. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys back at Dingens Rock so we can analyze the Bawu in a little more detail. So, as you guys can see, the Bawu, it's not terrible. It's actually fairly decent at this point in the game. It is more range focused than melee focused, it's true. It's pretty fast. My favorite thing about the Bawu are the parts, because, for instance, let's use the left arm as an example. It has a built-in hand missile. Both of them, which means that's 2 projectiles built into it right there. My favorite part, though, is the legs. The legs, in addition to having pretty good plus to speed and a modest plus to HP, for whatever reason, they have +1 to energy, which is going to be really, really important later. And the shoulder armor it's okay. 27 speed, or 27 defense, -5 speed. It's pretty standard. It also comes with a power booster. The power booster it's okay. 10 melee, 10 range, 20 speed, 100 HP, 2 energy. It's an okay option part, but it does take up 3 slots. It's like a super watered down rendition of the double booster that we're going to make eventually. So, that said, it's a pretty good mobile suit, but it's only going to really be useful now, because it's going to actually wear out its welcome much faster than you might think. For the time being, we're going to probably put Fritz in the Bawu because, well, it's going to help him a little bit more than the Rick Diaz. But I'm going to play around with setup once again, just like the beginning of this video. And so I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, guys, so we're back. I went ahead and stuck Fritz in the Bawu, and as you can see, he's better off than he was. It's got the power booster. He can use shoot all turn 1. He has much better defense. The Bawu has the same size weapon block as what the Zeta Gundam will. So, that's nice. That's pretty spiffy. He's very nicely set up. I went ahead and stuck Vargas in the Hyakushiki instead of Aeon because, well, the fact is we're not going to be upgrading the Hyakushiki, which means the Rick Diaz is going to be better than the Hyakushiki going forward. And so, yeah, I was able to squeeze Aeon into the Hyakushiki with everything she needed. I also went ahead and stuck the funnel pod on her instead of the wings. Even though that's going to hurt her speed, it doesn't matter as much as you might think. But, yeah, with that, she's all set. So is Vargas, and Fritz. We made a Bawu. We also made a Sandrock Gundam. And they're going to last us for a fair bit, because they're pretty darn good. The Gundam Mark II is looking less and less remarkable, isn't it? Well, that's okay. It's still going to be very useful. Anyway, though, I think that's it for this time on MS Saga: A New Dawn. Nah, you know what? Not quite yet. I'll see you guys back in Australia real quick. Alright, guys, so outside Australia, we can encounter enemies we've already seen, though it might be worth your while to fight them. We can fight Oshamars, Hyzakkais, and then one other enemy type, which we will see here in a moment. There we go, finally. You can find a metal Hyzak. It took a little longer than I thought it would, but the metal Hyzak is very similar to the metal Zaku, only bigger. I guess. Well, I mean, it is, but what this means is that you want to have either a lance or a sword on Tristan, which I've already done and taken care of. But the strategy remains pretty much the exact same as we've seen before. You want to use Terror Mind. We're going to just have Bosley do it. Oh no, it dazed Tristan. That's bad. But you want to use Terror Mind. That'll prevent it from running away. And using techniques like Daze. Daze is confusion, and I think this might be our first time seeing it. Let's go ahead and give Tristan a sedative. And I guess we Mega Fire. Like all the previous enemies like this that we fought, the Gold GM, the Metal Zaku, it's got ridiculously high defense, which means, well, unless you land a crit or have an attack that ignores defense, you're probably not going to hurt it. Let's go ahead and defend, and then we're going to have Tristan kick out his Power Charge technique. And I guess Bosley will just keep shooting at it. I mean, you want to keep attacking it. You never know. You might get lucky. Or you might miss. Damn it, Tristan. Lightning Lancer, I think, has a heightened chance of critical hit, so maybe you want to go with that. I don't know. You never know. Again, you never know. All you need is a crit, and you might actually kill it. See? Well, I mean, that would have actually killed it if it didn't defend. So... there you go. That's all there is to it. There's not a lot to say because I've already covered it, and it's basically the exact same thing, just slightly tougher. The real nice thing, though, is your payout from it, because I believe it gives you something like 5,000 EXP. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ha! I'm way wrong. It gives you 20,000. Which, needless to say at this point, is a lot. Goodness, that's a ton of EXP. It might be worth your while to grind here should you decide you want to grind. Tremy leveled up and got Refresh. Refresh heals all pilot status conditions, mental and otherwise, if I'm not mistaken. Vargas learned Sonic Storm. I thought he already learned that. Well, regardless, he has Sonic Storm, so he now has a way to attack groups of enemies. Granted, it's not a boost attack that you think a range-focused character would get, but whatever. Fritz finally gets High Bomber. Yay! Aeon finally learned the technique Funnel, which is part of why I put the Funnel Pod on her. If I haven't explained what the Funnel Pod does, we got that one from Colonel Actor. But what the Funnel Pod does is it boosts the strength of the funnel technique, specifically the funnel one, by 30%. It's really good. This is going to make Funnel do about 1,200 damage. And that's pretty darn spiffy, if I do say so myself. But folks, we don't really have a reason to be here unless you decide you want to farm for beam launchers or large beam rifles from the Hyzak Kais or the Oshamars. If you're going to do that, I recommend the beam launcher from the Hyzak Kais because, well, it's better, all things considered. That said, I don't really have a reason to do that. And so, folks, I'll finish out this battle, and then next time on MS Saga A New Dawn, we're going to actually go ahead and attack the forts, I swear. I know, I've been sidetracked, but a lot of stuff has opened up with access to the GA. And there's even more we could do, but we'll go ahead and proceed with the game for now. I'm Gene of RP Gene, and I'll see you guys next time. They didn't stand a chance.